When a healthy man directs his feet to carry him in one direction, he does not find himself walking in the opposite direction. He knows that this is because he has dominion over his feet. He also knows that his body is not he, but the visible manifestation of him, the vehicle or form through which he expresses and moves himself. Is it not clear then that he, the individual, is invisible, incorporeal, and free from any so-called mental or physical conditions? This he, which seems to be a very personal and separate being, is the impersonal, universal I am, individually expressing itself as you and as me. Consciousness of the truth that this I, that I am, is God, is liberating, because it enables us to perceive that I am not in bondage to physical organs or functions, that I am not subject to rents, bills, and debts, but that I am spiritually clothed, fed, housed, and therefore I am without problems of health, home, intelligence, or wealth. Do you recall the astonishment of Moses when he realized, I am that I am? This is why Isaiah could say, My word shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing that whereto I sent it. Turning to Christ Jesus, we find these startling words, He that seeth me, seeth him that sent me. And the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, and they are life. At first glance, many may believe that these inspired teachings refer only to the great men who uttered them. Many believe that these and other great leaders of religious thought have been divinely inspired, so that their words have greater weight or mightier power than others. But these words of Christ Jesus correct the fallacy. He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do. Our most important need is the constant reminder of our true identity. Only as we live in the consciousness that I and the Father are one, can we receive the continuous unfoldment of good. To be always alert to the truth that there is not God and man, because there is but one life and one mind. This life and mind which is God is your life and mind, so it cannot be two. All discord and disease has its origin in the belief that we have a mind and life separate or apart from God. There is but one. We must remember that there is no law or power acting upon us, but that we are the law unto our body, business, home, supply. We have dominion over all that is in the sky, on the earth, and under the water. We are a law unto it, whatever its name or nature. We exist as consciousness, embodying within ourselves every idea in the universe, and every idea is subject to and controlled by the consciousness in which it exists, and not by taking thought, but through the unlabored energy of mind, life, forever expressing itself. It follows that the allness of God, good, eliminates the possibility of evil in person, place, thing, or circumstance, and any appearance of evil is but an illusion. When the drunkard is awakened to the realization that his snakes exist only as illusion, he is healed. But as long as he thinks of them as something actual, he will want to get rid of them. Rid of what? Nothing appearing as snakes. When we realize that all disease exists as illusion only, we are healed, and one heals others, because we no longer try to get rid of a condition which does not exist. Our work is to live constantly in the consciousness that disease has no power. Our resistance to disease brings on the pain and even death. The disease of itself is powerless, as we have proven in 70 years of metaphysical healing. The evil power is never in the disease or the condition itself, but always in the false concept of the condition. Keep uppermost in thought that no disease or other condition of itself has power for evil. All power, the only power, the ever-present power, is life, mind, truth, ever expressing itself, even where error seems to be. Finally, the vital thing, gaining the spiritual sense of existence. It is simple to learn the letter when it is properly presented, but it takes practice and proof to gain the spiritual consciousness of truth. We do not go quickly from material sense or the intellectual knowledge of truth to spiritual realization. Our whole work is growing out of mortal sense into the immortal consciousness, and this entails dying daily to material beliefs, being reborn into spiritual sense, and all this through praying without ceasing. We should strive to become conscious of the abundant love and truth which is constantly unfolding from mind, the kingdom within. When we have fully realized that this kingdom is within, that nothing can be added to or taken away from the divine being which we are, we will more nearly live the life of abundance, health, wealth, harmony, and peace. This is our divine heritage. The joy of the revelation that we are now reflecting infinitely these divine attributes is ours when we realize that God has not created us, that He has manifested Himself as us, that we are His own selfhood made manifest, that His selfhood is the only us there is. God has and needs no channels. His selfhood is directly expressed as His creation. There is in heaven and on earth no one who needs healing, improving, enriching, employing, because God is and always has been our selfhood. Truth cannot be brought to us. The belief that we have needs is the reason we have to contend with problems. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the conscious awareness of truth, which reveals to us our true being. However, spiritual consciousness is God, and this is the consciousness of individual being, your own consciousness. It is not something separate or apart from you, something to be gained, earned, won, or sought. There is but one consciousness, and it embodies every quality of love, every activity of mind, all the harmony of divine being. There is no selfhood apart from God. There is but one life, one being, one mind. It is your life, your being, your mind. Nothing can be added to you or taken from you, and into your consciousness nothing can enter that defileth or maketh a lie. You are about your Father's business, cause and effect being one. Effect includes all that cause is, here and now. Good does not flow from God to you, but it is inherent in mind, and therefore in mind manifest, for these are one. Live every moment in the consciousness of your oneness with your divine principle. I and my Father are one, not two. Rejoice in that oneness. He is the life of your being and the joy of your heart. You are free because He is free. His freedom is your freedom. His life is your life. The harmony of His being is the harmony of your being. His immortality is the infinity of your life.